Hi everybody, in this video we're going to take a look around my tropical style garden in northwest England. It's a work in progress, it's by no means the finished article. So let's take a look and see what my garden looks like in mid-July. So I'll give you a wide shot first of all. This is as we come out of the patio doors. I'll take you through each of the beds individually. So that's the view from inside. And then for anyone coming to the garden who comes down the side of the house, this is the view coming from this direction. So let's start over here, right at the side of the house. We've got quite a few Trachycarpus fortunei, which doesn't look very big there, but it's probably, if I stand next to it, yeah, it's definitely 6 foot. It's taller than me, to the tallest leaf point. And we've just got a privacy hedge, so that inside you're seeing a nice bit of green. Works quite well, but provides privacy from next door as well. On the little patio here, we've got some Fatsia japonica spider's web. Got one there and another one over here. These are new this year and really interesting looking. I love Fatsia. These Volcano, Chamaerops humilis Volcano, aren't looking quite their best at the moment. Not quite sure why. I will give them a spray with some systemic fungicide. Hopefully stop the brown spotting. Then, to be honest, there's lots of thinning to be done in this border. You can see way at the back there, a bamboo, which is, I should say, is protected. It's very close to next door. It has got a root protection to stop it from spreading next door. But I do need to thin this side. That's just a normal standard Fatsia japonica. Got this lily, unfortunately, I've been holding off for a few days thinking it's going to pop into flower. It hasn't yet, but do subscribe to the channel, and I will post a video of when that's in flower as well. Got more bamboo here. Several more Trachycarpus. The red hot poker's just finished, unfortunately. And then a monkey puzzle here. Now the Crocosmia sort of taken over a little bit, so there's definitely some planting opportunity here. I recently planted this Fatsia. We have some Ricinus next to it. A couple of them. There's a few more dotted about, but oh, there's one there. So they're growing okay, a little bit behind where I'd want them to be. There's another sort of 6 foot Trachycarpus fortunei, a smaller one next to it. Another big massive clump of bamboo. Really like that one. That one seems to be more of an upright form than the one over here, which sort of flops over. So I do quite like that one. Got Mahonia, nothing special there. I'm not big on roses. In fact, you'll have noticed already that I'm not big on flowering plants full stop, which is something I want to work on. But I've focused really on getting the green, mostly evergreen backbone sorted first. Here are some sort of non-tropical plants, which again could easily come out when I have something to plant in its place. Obviously we're quite far north here, so we do get cold winters. I can't plant things like Washingtonia robusta or Phoenix canariensis. Cordylines are even a bit marginal. They will get hit sooner or later. Another nice Trachycarpus there. I planted all of these as tiny seedlings, really, much smaller than this one here. Although strangely, these two might actually be the same age, because I planted loads of them at the same time, probably maybe 8 years ago. Some have grown really well, others have got off to a slower start. The Christmas trees here are coming out one by one, so this one will be harvested this year and it won't be replanted with another Christmas tree, and then this one will probably be next year and that one the year after. So they're sort of here at the moment. I used lots of plants just to fill the area. Another decent Trachycarpus fortunei. They're really motoring now, so when I do my video next year, my annual garden tour, you will see that they're really starting to go upwards. I've got a Braha amata here. This is in a big pot. It's on top of a manhole cover. Really struggle to keep a lot of leaves on it. Probably needs a bit more feed. It's getting plenty of water, so that's certainly not the problem. Then some more bamboo. Sort of working on a bit of a bamboo hedge at the back, because when we moved in, we had this apple tree here. It's great. We eat a lot of apples as a family, so we enjoy having that. But one day I do want to replace it with, or you know, sort of phase that out, make it a lot smaller, because we get far too many apples, and make that bit of the garden more tropical. Here we've got a Phallostachys vivax bamboo, and you can see this culm here is a new one, so that's still growing, still on its way up, and it should go a bit higher than that. Each year the new culms go higher than the previous years, and then that's the start of the bamboo hedge there. Just need to train it through controlling the rhizome growth so that it goes that way. So that's the sort of main bit of the garden. It looks completely different from down here. I think it looks quite good from down here. Almost fell over there. So the evergreen structure is there. It's 50 shades of green, which is great. I do love green. I love grass as well, but just missing a bit of colour, I think. So that's that side, and then on this side it's pretty boring actually. I mean, there's the shed and a greenhouse, and a play area behind that Trachycarpus. This is a family garden. We've got a young family, so it's important to me to have grass. I know a lot of tropical gardens don't have grass, but it's, you know, firstly I do like the look of it, but it's so versatile. You know, you can play football, you can lie down, you can run about on it, you can do whatever you want. So this raised bed, I don't think I can go back far enough to get it all in, to be honest. There we are. This was built several years ago. I give it a fresh lick of paint every year, and the big tree in the middle there is probably my favourite tree in the garden. It's the Wollemi Pine, which is native to Australia, only discovered about 30 or so years ago. Did a video on that recently, a couple of months ago, so take a look back at that. It's really a really interesting species. Not video, the video is not that interesting, but the species is fascinating. Next up, I've got a Musa Basjoo. So this stays out all winter, it dies back completely and regrows in the spring. Now, I should say at this point, you've probably noticed that there's nothing tender here at all, apart from the ricinus, which I've grown from seed. Everything else is just left alone through winter. Don't give it any protection whatsoever. So it's a really easy garden to maintain. And that's important, I think, as well, because lots of people have aspirations for a lovely what did Craig say? Craig from Grow Paradise said holiday destination styles or something like that. And everyone would, well, not everyone, but you know, people watching this video would probably love to have that, but there's a lot of effort involved in it. So this really is what you can do, or what I've done, with virtually no effort. Certainly over winter, I do nothing at all. So here we've got some. I think these were self-sown, to be honest. They're looking a bit past their best now, but they were looking quite good a few weeks ago, or maybe even a week ago. I've got another lily here, which again, I feel like it's days away from bursting into flower, so I'll do a little update on that in a week or so. This cordyline used to be a massive cordyline. You can see the size of the trunk there, and it was well past the hedge, well above the hedge, but 18 months ago it succumbed to the winter and regrew from the base. Again, I've done a video on that this spring. This probably grows 2 foot a year, and I'm actually a bit worried about how tall it is growing and how it's a little bit on the wonk. It's been like that. You can see the growth there. I'm holding the phone as flat as I can. It's been growing towards the right there, but it has steadied itself now. So I don't know. You know, this is a raised bed. You can see the level's quite low because it's quite a big raised bed. Doesn't necessarily look it from that side, but it's there's quite a bit of soil that went into that, and having not done my research properly, I filled it to the top, planted everything, and then the level dropped over the next 12 months. So it is a bit low in there. This is my biggest Trachycarpus fortunei. Again, possibly looking a bit big for the raised bed now, but I don't really fancy getting it out. I'm just going to leave it there. It's within, you know, designed the size of the bed to be able to cope with it. So physically, I mean, you know, it's not touching the sides. But I'm always in two minds as to whether to trim off the lower leaves or not, because I like a full looking crown, but the lower leaves are getting a bit tatty. So, and obviously by trimming them off I expose some of the trunk as well, which will be nice. So not quite sure what to do with that. Let me know what your thoughts are. I did ask this question maybe a couple of years ago, and most people said to leave it as it is, or that's what they would do anyway. I think from this angle I would agree, but let me know your thoughts. So yeah, that's a tropical garden, or tropical style garden. Nothing's truly tropical in here. Up in the northwest of England, in Lancashire, where it gets very cold in the winter, and I'm talking it can get to -10. It certainly gets to -5 every single winter. Please subscribe to the channel if you're interested in seeing some updates in the future, and thank you very much for watching, if indeed you still are.